2015 set, 75080. I do collect the books because I'm planning on doing a recolor. I've got to put all the updates on here, but these hard copies are invaluable because you can basically do color swaps or whatever, as long as you're using the same basic build, of course. That's what would require. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to build this in 75080. We do have the Gungan Warrior, and he has a shield, which is quite a rare piece to get. Not as rare as the one from the old Gungan Patrol, but pretty good just the same. Let's see here. We'll start with the same. The set came mostly broken down into pieces, and you'll probably see what I'm planning on doing here for the color swap. For example, let's see here. Oh yeah. Like this piece here. Oh, that's heavy. Hey, how are you doing? Hey, Lori, how you doing? It's 1x4 studless. I can replace a 1x4 studless in light gray. It's 10, 4x6, 4x6 in dark blue. And like that, I plan on, suddenly I feel like I may have messed something up though. Or maybe the seller messed something up. Did the seller mess me up, or did I mess myself up? Huh, okay. Well, you know what? Sometimes you end up with pieces that you didn't really mean to get. I thought the set had two bigger ones of these in there. But I ended up with some ground ones. Yes, I do actually buy Lord of the Rings on eBay. I do, and I've had some pretty good times with it, and I've had a couple of iffy times, but all in all, it's been great. eBay's been a pretty good source for me for getting things. Hey, Freddie. Hi. How you doing? How's everyone tonight? Sorry about being super late. It's super late here. It's about to be midnight. Just got back into town though, so it's and last day of my vacation. Really, I mean tomorrow is my very last day, but I gotta try to get back into the sleep schedule, which oh well, it is what it is. Right on. I don't know. I guess sets are a lot easier, even when you've done them before, when they're all in their neat little bags and stuff. It's always kind of uniquely challenging when you put one together, you know, that it's all loosened up. But it's all right, though. This is a pretty basic set. Not as basic as like a tipper truck, but it's pretty good. But oh, I'm doing 75080. The AAT, and yes, and as your question about the AAT mock, yes, I'm going to basically build this set. I'm going to do a recolor and do it in CIS colors. I think it'll work. There's only a few pieces that are iffy. And one of them is this robot piece, which they do make, is Astromech in dark blue, but I might go with gray because I don't want to destroy an Astromech. Yeah, 75080 from 2015. And basically, a lot of these parts, I can just color swap them, you know, literally just color swap them in. Because, I mean, these pieces like this exist in the dark blue. And I want to do at least one CIS, and there's some great kits out there on eBay and on Bricklink and some of the different channels. I don't even want to get into it. And a lot of them have different ways that they've solved the same problems. There you are. Got a cat right here. But I settled on this one because it doesn't use any printed elements. And because of that, it allows color swapping as long as you have the bricks. And it looks like 99%. There's only, well, there's a couple, like this one right here, this printed 1x2. This does not appear, I can't find a Lego in dark blue, but I can get a snot one and put a grill piece and Lapin actually produces this piece, which I don't want to do that just because I want to say, hey, you know, I did all this as a Lego set with Lego pieces. If I want to be okay using custom pieces or what have you, however you want to say it, I just do a full custom set, you know. The idea is to just kind of say, hey, Lego could have done it this way. But most of these pieces are readily available out there on eBay, on Bricklink, wherever you want to go. And that's pretty cool. I mean, but yeah, 75080 is a pretty good solid set. And basically, like this was, if I was doing the CIS and I had all the parts, I could probably leave these the same and would actually fit the story. And I would start changing these pieces over. And that's what I'm going to be doing one of these days. I'm going to have all the pieces ready, and I'm going to go ahead and snick it in place. And like this piece here could remain black for the CIS. It wouldn't matter because the CIS is nothing more than a repaint, right? So with that in mind, the cat's here. And then, of course, if I drop Lego pieces, he's there too. So, you know, you got that too. But like these tan pieces would change to either light gray or to dark blue. And that's pretty much how it would go. This piece would remain the same, or I could color swap something else in because it doesn't really show. But I almost want to keep the pieces exactly the same. Obviously, I can't quite apparently talk and do this at the same time. This is a beam piece. I think this one I would have to use. I think this might. I could probably just keep light gray. So there's so much here that I could just keep exactly the same. My rarest minifigure. Probably the Shadow ARF Trooper. I think that's the rarest one I have. The Shadow ARF Trooper. Yeah, like these 10 pieces I'd color swap. But yeah. Yeah, I think the Shadow ARF Trooper is probably the rarest one I have. I have one that's sealed. I was about to say I have Darth Revan, but I don't know. He's pretty rare too. I mean, I like all those figures. I mean, I like Princess Amidala and stuff, but haven't done that yet. Yeah. The price is just, it is definitely up there. He's a good looking figure too. I mean, it's just kind of ironic that some of the like, giveaway figures or bonus figures are the ones that are worth so much. But I just dropped on this piece. It's lost its clutch a little bit. Oh well. Doesn't matter. I mean, it's deep inside. But we'll give you an idea about the color swap was that 2020 AAT that a lot of people hated. Had these pieces in the dark blue. That's where I first got the idea, like, hey, that would just fit right in there. Yeah, it's a little scary. Like that was it. The Cloud City Boba Fett is just unbelievable where it's at. I mean, who would have ever thought? You know, of course. Look at the 3 3/4 inch high Kenner figures. Look where some of those are at. Like a sealed Princess Leia from '77 with the like 12 back. It's just way up there. Just So what's everyone else building out there? Kind of miss. I know Coconut Brick Studios take a little break off of YouTube, and he really does a good job on those Naboo mocks, which is great support for everyone like me who who's into Naboo. What in the world? Oh, I see what I'm doing here. I'm being silly. I'm not lining it up right. I've done enough of these. I probably could just do this maybe without instructions. Maybe I'll try that sometime. Let's see. I'll do this part first. Try to find that little knob piece. Where's it at? A lot of these pieces I know I have already. I haven't watched a new TV series or a TV show because I don't have internet, basically. Is I gotta kind of wait for it to either hit DVD or I gotta buy it on the site and download it and then watch it from there. It's kind of unfortunate. But because of that, I'm going to probably start by downloading all the Clone Wars series, or maybe just making a library of the Clone Wars and going from there. And yes, I'm searching for something. I have a weird feeling I'm missing a piece here, but no, I'm not. Well, I'm missing this. I got this one. I thought I had one more. If I don't, I know I got a whole bunch of parts, especially like little gray parts and little ball joint. There it is. Oh, 133 episodes? Wow. Yeah. That's going to be, it'll be interesting to put all that together, but it should be worth it though. I do like Star Wars, obviously. I mean, it all started with the original one, A New Hope, back in 77. Oh yes, like this piece here. This, I have to convert this all to light gray for my mock-up. Because I do the sides as a light gray, which is why I can probably do that engine piece as a dark blue. I'll experiment a little bit, and it's going to get a little bit pricey because I probably will end up buying parts I don't need, and maybe even going in a direction I don't really want to go, and realizing it after I'm part of the way there. But that's just part of the process. Why did I not see this? Oh, that's why. It is the right piece, right? No, it's not. Wow. Hold on again. I'm just gonna test knit one of these gray pieces I thought I needed. Andor? Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I thought this was going to be needed. It's way too big. But that's okay, though. I can use these for something else. I mean, yeah. You ever end up with pieces that you're just not sure what you were thinking when you got it, but looks like it could be a pretty interesting piece, and maybe not a piece that you see all the time. Like, I've never really seen that piece. These would, I guess, be blue on the conversion. Yeah. I don't know. See, this is kind of the area where I have to start thinking a little bit, like, what do I want to do? It's all right, though. Oops. And more dark gray. Where is it? There's one. But I like the 75080. I think I like I like the printing detail on the earlier AAT, but first one. But it's not bad, especially the fact, like I said, it doesn't use stickers, best of all. And it'd be nice if these were printed, but because they're not, it allows an easy recolor, which is cool. Yeah, these will definitely have to be light gray for my custom, for my color swap. Red doesn't matter, right? Most doesn't matter what color it is, actually. That piece is already in. These will have to be light gray on my color swap. No, light gray here, dark blue here, I think, yeah. Oh well. We'll get it squared away. Hopefully everyone will be impressed. And if I'm not impressed, I'll just redo it. Okay. Yeah, blue. It would be blue there, but it'll be. I'm excited about the my mock-up. It should come out pretty good. Oh yeah, like these pieces here. A lot of my nails really do need to be clipped. I changed the oil on the car and been working on. Like this is tan, and on my mock-up, it's gonna be light gray. So you see how it fits. Light gray and then do the blue sides. It'll be pretty cool. What am I looking for here? Oh yeah, here we are. Yep. Thought maybe eventually I'll do enough of these that I'll be able to recognize a piece at a glance. I just be able to look down and go, oh yeah, that's a piece I need, and that is a piece I need. How ironic. Double stacks, and then the little cone piece, and yeah. See, this will all fit in really nice. The groove is his head. It's broken. Oh. Yeah, the droid legs always break. Like, even the Lego stopped making the Super Battle Droid, which I'm really excited to see. It looks like the new ones are coming out with Super Battle Droids again. But even when these don't break, they always wear out right here in this joint, and they tip over. You know. A lot of people complain that these are outdated, but I don't know how else they would do it. I mean, they look pretty good right off the bat. I mean, sorry, Lego got it right. And I'd be afraid if they changed it, they might make it where it doesn't fit the older figures anymore, and then you'd be kind of in a trouble if you're building an army, because then you'll have two generations. That's what you're into with the AATs. Is in my opinion, every Playscale AAT looks great, but if you put them all together, you end up with things that just don't match. They just don't match. And that's unfortunate. Speaking of which, I got my lower feet in here for this one. The missing pieces, these guys here. Yeah, it'll be cool when I get that thing done. That's 75054. There it is. Oh, and then the gray and the droid body. I think gray will work. Blue would be better, but blue unfortunately exists as a kind of a rare droid. And everybody's like, well, just take the droid, take the body, and just erase it. I'm like, no, I don't want to destroy Lego pieces. I don't want to destroy Lego pieces. I don't want to use custom ones. I want to use pure Lego. Yeah, the new AAT, the barrel's is just basically the problem. The barrel's just too long. Yeah, it's a little thin, but you know, all you have to do, I did it with one of these, that's what gave me the idea. You just add another brick and you can widen it up. The barrel is just the biggest thing. No, it's not the walking AAT. This is 754, and it's missing pieces. I pieced it together, and it's got these rusty pieces I put on just to try to age it up. It's a, let's see, 75054. It has an opening door here from 2014, and this one came from Sarah, was missing most of the head. I pieced together, and what the boulder is representing is I got from Bricklink coming in months, probably because it's from like Italy. I got the trans boulder coming. I'm trying to do the exploding head, but I'm not sure. And you know what? Now that I already showed, I guess I'm committed. But the thing about those kind of mocks, those kind of projects, if they don't work, you can always go, "Oh, it never happened." Just put it together. So, oh, it's just a mistake, just an experiment. That's what love about Lego is if something just doesn't really go your way, you can always just undo it, you know. But when you start stripping paint off and you start removing printing and stuff, you're kind of committed. You've kind of crossed that line, you know, as far as I'm concerned. I understand the spirit of mock building. I'm whatever people want to do, I think is fine. It's just that myself, I'm making a choice to do it a certain way. I want to leave the Lego pieces in a way where if somebody wants to undo what I did or they don't like it, they're not looking at a bunch of broken pieces. Because I don't know if you guys out there, if you've ever bought Lego pieces and you got like somebody like fouled off something and they drilled a hole because yeah, exactly like this. Instead of buying this piece or having this piece, this is a hinge piece, but it's a bad example. You know that oh here, like one of these. Instead of having this piece properly putting it, they took a regular one and they just drilled a couple holes in. That's, I don't know. I don't even like to reuse those kind of pieces. I mean, I put them to the side. I would like to tell you that I throw them away, but I don't. I'm just I kind of tend to keep them. But I should throw them away because I'm never going to use them. Kind of weird, I guess. I got a bunch of broken, brittle reds, which I got some sitting right here on the shelf above me, which is kind of sad. Yeah, all these would have to be done in light gray, which is no problem. I mean, 1x2 light grays. I know I got a whole bunch sitting probably right here. 2x3. I think that would be a light gray. This particular AAT, I paid like $29 free shipping, so it was a great deal. And what I want to hope to find is something like that, or even cheaper, that maybe even is missing some of these, and then I'm going to buy the other pieces. Now, you're asking me how many did I spend, and that's the problem. Because I'm up here in Alaska, and you can order this from Bricklink for like, just say 15 cents. But the shipping ends up being like $5. So you end up getting like, as many as you can, but it's the same price. And that's where the problem is I'm gonna, this very first AAT build, I have a feeling it'll probably cost me about $70 or $80, which is sad. But because I'm gonna have all the pieces left over, I can hopefully build a couple more for basically nothing. That's kind of my hope, my plan. See, I need these in light gray for my build, and they're already in light gray on the actual set. Just save me time right there and money. And that's what the wonderful is. There's so many regular pieces on here that are already in light gray. This doesn't matter. It's black, it's hidden. It's just like so many of these pieces are already in light gray. It's going to be great. It really is. I'm sure of it. And you know what? That's the whole spirit of this great hobby. Is I could be wrong, but I've been wrong before. But you know what? How else do you learn? I mean, like a friend of mine told me once. He said, "You know what? Sometimes you win, Sometimes you learn. $80 of missing pieces because of this shipping. The actual cost of the pieces would not be hardly anything. Like, it's little things like this right here, right? From this AAT. I found the seller had 2 of them in dark blue. And the pieces were 25 cents. I know. Pieces were 25 cents, but the shipping was $7. I don't even want to think about that. In fact, there was when we went to the state fair, me and Lori, there was a what do you call it, a local brick store, kind of, and it was like great because I'd rather pay them money and buy it from somebody local and save on the shipping. But then talk to her on the internet because other than at the fair, and she's like, well, having some struggle, having regular business hours, and at the end of the day, she's like open for 6 hours or 8 hours, 1 day a month. I'm like, can't do that. It's a 1 day when I'm going back to work here. I won't be available to do it. I mean, so there it is, and that's why so many of these people on YouTube, like M&R, right from M&R, and a few of them, like even like a Brixar, just I don't watch everybody, so I don't want to particularly give a shout out to a particular person, but they'll say, hey, piece count, this set from, say, this custom builder, not mentioning names, is, he charges $500. If you piece this together, just for the pieces, it's like $250. And goes, where's the difference? It's in shipping, or maybe for the designer to put it together. So if you can sit down and mock it out, you've saved money, and it's fun. But I don't have a really great imagination, so I'm like, what can I do? I'm like, oh shoot, I'll take this one, just replace colors. I started looking, and through Brooklyn, yeah, the pieces are there. I mean, it's like someone on the internet, I don't remember what channel it was, they did one of these in white and one in red. They literally color swap. The only part that's not available in multicolor is this hip joint, which doesn't matter, it's all covered anyways. And it's like, man, that's great. That's just, and that's the kind of stuff I like to see. So even if I don't have a great imagination, that's okay. Lego comes through for me. I mean, they got me covered. But like I said, for this turret here, thankfully, according to the various pictures on the internet, I can do it in gray and just have that stripe, which I could easily do in dark blue. And all these bricks are available in gray, unless I've made a serious mistake. And if I have, I can change things. I can use a snot brick and put a grill piece in. There's so many things I can do, and part of it's just being adaptable, part of it's just being adaptable. My cat ran off. It's just about having fun, and like I said before in some videos, hey, if Lego stops being fun, it starts being kind of a pain, then time to just take a little break. Right? Just step back and take a little break from it. But it's all good. But the idea is, I don't know. I'm sure I'm not the only person who's ever, I need, for example, I need like 2 of these, but the shipping is going to be, and I'll just get like 25 of them. It's quite often it's the same price. It's exactly the same shipping, the same price. And then the problem is later I'm like, well, shoot, I can't find those pieces, and it's like really annoying because I know I have the parts, I know I have the pieces, and I can't find them. And it's really weird because it's like as soon as you look how strong this is too. You got your Technic bars coming up here. You got these Technic pieces here. They plug in, and then you have a brick to brick contact right there. It's just a really well made. I mean, it's just a really well made play set, or what you want to call it. It's just a really well designed, and that's one thing. One of the things that I do enjoy about people's customs. But I always have to tell myself, remember, it's not like Lego. Sometimes they don't go together quite the same. and sometimes they're just flat out not as strong. I mean, they just don't hold up the same, you know. It's all good though. I mean, yeah, I will have to divide the pieces by color. I've got them pretty much mocked out, and what I'll probably do is I have one of these that's pieced together upstairs on my bench, and basically just doesn't have the skin. Hey man, how you doing? It just basically doesn't have the skin, so I'm gonna basically do the old person way. I'm gonna go, okay, I need this piece and I need this piece. I need them to be light gray, and I'm gonna go take two of these, set them aside. And I need this piece and that piece. And I can't really show you anymore because oh yeah, and I think I need. Yeah, I think I need 4 of these or 3 of these, and the person said those. And here's some dark blues. Oh yeah, and here's something really cool. And I can't remember why I got them. They don't make these anymore. It's a trans orange grill piece. They use them in the eyeball. Well, hey, how you doing, man? Oh, you just fixed up some sets? Oh, right on. That's good to hear. I know that you use 2 of these on the first corporate lines tank droid. I don't think that's why I got it, unless I'm building one of those, or I forgot I was building one, and I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. But like, oh yeah, like these 2x3s, I can easily. I guess I would use. I think I would use gray for my mock. Would be gray. So like I said, so much of this is gray, with just that dark blue, like this part here, you know, on the front here would be dark blue. It should come together pretty easy. It means only the head and you finish it. Yeah, yeah, it could be. Next to that set, maybe. I know that trans boulder piece, they make it in red, or maybe it's this pink color, and they make it in orange. And I found it in orange, and someone on Bricklink reached out to me. They didn't have the piece, but they said like it's from 2001. I don't know. And sometimes that's a problem, as pieces aren't made anymore. Like that short video I did of talking about my favorite brick, the 702, which they stopped making back in like 1969, which is starting to seem like a long time ago now. Of course it is. I mean, of course it's a long time ago. It's before I was even born, so of course it's a long time ago. Yikes. You know what I mean? Of course it's a long time ago. Oh my goodness. But yeah, these are pretty solid little tanks. That's where it is right there. That's where it is. I think on my mock-up from here it becomes a dark blue, and the back part's a dark blue. So I think my dividing line is from here down, which would make sense. That side dark blue, the top gray, yeah, that would work. But like I said, we'll get this squared away and see how it goes. There it is. There's one of those pieces. So here's the tan one, and basically we'll color swap it to gray. So this will be one of the turret pieces. That makes sense. Sometimes I got to write this stuff down because I will forget it. But there's so many pieces that are not going to be seen, which will work out totally fine. It's going to be fine. And then the black pin. And I think I got somewhere, I think I have one that's assembled with a red pin, but it doesn't really matter. And like this one, I think this part here I have to do is dark blue, but this right here can be dark blue, and there's your stripe. Right up the center, which is cool. Let's see. Oh, I see what I've done. Yeah. Always fun when you... That works pretty good though. But yeah, where did I put it? Oh, there it is. Imperial Drop Shed, a droid escape ship. The droid escape pod, that's actually a really cool one. I really like those. That's actually a really cool set. I think I messed something up here. Which could have made a Discord server. Just so people that enjoy your content could talk about Lego and stuff. Discord server. Yeah, I could probably look into that. I know a few people have asked me if there's other ways to reach out to me. I only knew about the internet in 2019. I'm way behind. So as a result, I know it sounds weird, but as a result, I was under the impression that I could use what am I doing here? Obviously, I can't talk and do this at the same time, apparently. There we are. That's what I thought. I thought I did that. There we are. That makes sense. But yeah, sometimes this one they won't clear perfectly, but that's okay. Well, hey, how you doing? But yeah, I would definitely like to enjoy more about the community out there. All right, so now that I've got this thing broken down, dark blue. I know I've got the dark blue pieces upstairs. I've got that. So I could easily do all this as dark blue, and that's where I run into with these grill pieces, but that's okay. They could all be dark blue. This would be gray here, and then gray here. Yeah, I think that works. I think that could work. And that piece would fit right there, makes it nice and strong, and that goes through. Jabba says, yeah, I'd like to see a return to Tatooine also. There's so much that Lego could do. Of course, whatever they do, there's always going to be something wrong. There's always going to be people going to want something else or more of this. Like when I was at Walmart, I'll be honest, I'm really hungry for a new some UCS set. There's some great sets out there I really like, and they got Luke's Landspeeder UCS. And I'll tell you what, I know the comments, I know the jokes out there about Luke's Landspeeder, but Luke's Landspeeder, that UCS one, it's the best Landspeeder I've ever seen. And it's the best Landspeeder I've ever seen, and that's just the way it is. I mean, it's great. Problem with UCS sets is they're all big, and as a result, well, room, money, I really like the new gunship, the UCS one. I like the color and the fact it's different. The what is that? That Coruscant gunship. I think that's really cool, but it's downsized. It's not cheap. I don't know, but it's all good. I mean, buy what you want. You know, don't follow the hype. I mean, that's how Nike shut down so many resellers. They just produced so many shoes, so many sneakers, that even the ones that are really cool, it's like they're so available that, you know, it's hard for the resellers to get. Also, that UCS is beautiful. Yeah, it is a really nice. Even that mid-scale Superstar Destroyer is nice. My first Lego childhood set, I actually still have it. It's a 687 Caravelle, the Jet. I have actually featured on the channel. My mom bought it for me. It's from 1972 or 71. She got it at the duty-free store at, what was that place? I think it's Charles de Gaulle Airport. Oh, really? That's too. Yeah, the USS Gunship. It is really amazing. And okay, I understand people saying about the minifigures. I do. I get it. It's not minifigure scale, but that's not the point. People want exclusivity. And the gunship itself is exclusive enough. It really is. But, yeah. Just as a remember when, it would have been amazing if Lego could have given us even a bigger than scale or some special figure like a Jedi Bob or even Yoda, and it would have been great. But that was a really nice Mace Windu. That was really nice. Okay, this is why I got the light gray, because this is part of the gun barrel on the AAT. Yeah, I do have a Jedi Bob, but I think that yeah, the economy is something. Everything. It's just like going to Hope was like $58 in fuel, and my car gets like 40-some miles per gallon. UCS Fender is absolutely going to be a must cop for most people. I love it. I just all these UCS sets, even the A-Wing I thought was great. I only have two UCS sets, the old TIE Fighter and one of the X-Wings. Oh, I'm starting to lag a little bit. Okay, internet's failing. Yeah, the UCS Fender is beautiful. It will be amazing. The room and space. Not to mention the money, but even if someone were to just gift me one, like if it was one of those Lego Land, you know, the room takes up a lot of room. This is the other part where I needed the gray ones, so my turret's would be gray. I really want it, man, but I gotta sell or something to get some money. Yeah, I know. And somebody's like, well, you could just sell some of your other sets. I'm like, yeah, I could do that. But then you go back to the whole thing of the only thing, like, especially in shoes, but even in Lego sets. Have you ever bought a set because, you know, you had buyer's remorse, like maybe after you bought it, you're like, God, why did I get it? But what's worse than that, what is absolutely worse than that, is to sell something and then wish you hadn't. That is horrible. That is really terrible too. And you go, man, I wish I hadn't sold that. And I've been there. I've been there with a lot of different things, you know. Even a car. I mean, the new car was supposed to be better, and on some levels, I guess it probably was, but on other levels, boy, it was not. And yeah, I don't know. No, buyer's remorse is real, but seller's remorse, ouch. And there's nothing like buying back something that you once had and is now expensive and it costs you more. And maybe it's used now, not as good as the first one you had. Like in case of a Lego set I'd sold once, end up with one of those missing parts. Oh yeah, Jabba's sail barge. That would be next level. I mean, basically, with the exception of a few weird UCS sets that happen over the years, like say the 2016 Assault on Echo Base, which is not really UCS, that's more like a builder set, to be true. UCS sets are always like amazing. They're always the best of whatever Lego's making. And that's why the Hoth set failed. Although I wouldn't mind to have a sealed Hoth set just because, I guess just because we're all Lego collectors here. But I enjoy Lego's new sets. I'm happy they're still making sets. I'm happy they're still making Star Wars. I kind of wish that they could make like Star Trek even, or at least, maybe the Enterprise anyways. And of course, I probably could figure out how to piece one together, but I'm going to have to work on my mock building a lot before I try anything like that. I mean, some of those custom vendors that people put together over the years have been amazing. I mean, wow. The Rancor pit, yes. I've never had one. And I know it could be mocked together, but I want actually the Lego version, at least one just to have. I absolutely do. And the thing is, you can't buy every set. At least I can't. I mean, I didn't get the Superstar Destroyer because I need to get other things first, and that's just the way it is. And what gets me is years from now or later, after it retires, because for some reason I'll have slept on it and never picked it up, I'm going to end up going, yeah, I'll get it now that I have the money, or now that I can do this or do that. And I'll be like looking at it going, oh no, I don't want to spend that for it. It's all used, or they'll send it to you in a plastic bag. I don't know if you see some unboxing videos, but sometimes those packs come in and they are really, really not, no, it's not right. Let's forget something here, or these fall off or something. No, it's both of them over there. I don't know where that one came from. Looks like an extra. Oh well. Can't complain about that, right? I mean, I guess I could, but yeah, the Rancor pit though, I would love to see that. I would, yeah. It's like, oh, hey, take care of yourself, man. Hang in there, and yeah, I'll see you next time too. You take care, man. Yeah, the Rancor monster's what, like $100 now? For like missing a few pieces? Which is not even funny. Ooh. This is a really bad joint. That's not acceptable. That's not acceptable at all. What about this side? That's better. I'll swap it out. If it's on the end, it's fine. There we are. Yeah, that's better. Sometimes these old pieces, they start to fail. But it looks like, unless I forgot something. Oh, I did. There it goes right there. But yeah. 75080. And I guess we'll put the droid in here because why not? He fits in it, just sort of sits down in there. Like so. Gotta tip his head down a little bit. And if this ever gets hard to open for you, just lift this barrel up and it breaks off. It's supposed to push it up. Lift it up a little bit. See what it normally does. Oh, there it goes. See, it's just old. Pieces are losing their clutch a little bit. Sad. There's no spear for the gun. Oh well, it's alright. He doesn't need a spear, does he? Yeah, playing with legs. That's exactly, man. It's been a long day and going back to work again. I've never gotten tired of messing with Lego, that's for sure. Here. We'll give this for a spare. I guess we'll do a test. I don't know. Sometimes these things lose their clutch. Let's see. Good. They work. I usually don't leave these loaded because I just don't like the pressure on the springs. But there we got another one there. And what I want to probably do is just go through my parts list and basically just color swap the body parts over and get those pieces I need. And I gotta remember what these are for. What was this? Well, I guess I can open it now. I mean, razor knife just laying here. Okay, needs a new blade. Let's try this one. That's better. That's what was supposed to happen. Oh yeah, here we are. These are the pieces that go back here. So see, just color swap the dark blue in, color swap these in. Should come out pretty good. Just see how that works. So I got 4 of those. Ooh, 4 of those is only enough for one AAT. Maybe there was no more available. God, a bunch of these things are brittle. They look brittle. So one goes here, one goes there, and I got that one piece in there. So yeah. Yep, it'll work. And we got these from a seller today. I mean, these work. I mean, it's great for city sets. And if you want to go back in time, but we really could use a new tree mold. I mean, different colors cool, but I mean, if you were a kid and you wanted to play on a table or something, I don't know. The scale's not even close. You want to talk about not being scale. I don't know. You can't really expect Lego to put full-size trees in. They used to make that big cypress one that was super tall, though. That was pretty cool. Are these the same molds? Lego 396. No. They're different molds and they're different styles. This has got an actual stud connection in the bottom, not just a lip here, but a stud connection there. This is not nearly as formed quite the same way. Sprue on top. Yeah, I guess so. Oh well. I don't know what I'm going to use these things for. I guess it could be used for a tiny moth, I suppose. Old gray, too, on top of that, I think. I think these are old gray colors. Let's see. Yeah. See the old gray? Look at that. Yeah, Lego's cool. So these aren't going to work out for what I thought they'd work out for, unless you went with a UCS version of this, I guess. Oh, I see the mistake I made right there. That's what comes with being half asleep at night and looking at Lego mock-ups in the dark on a tablet. That's what happens. You make mistakes that are dumb. It's okay. I use them for something. That's really cool. Okay. I was never allowed to play with them, so I ended up eating them and choking on a piece of one. Oh, that's really well. Yeah, I don't know. When I was a kid, Lego. I mean, originally, it started off as building sets. I mean, they still are, but now, and even back when I was a kid, some of my friends, they left them as sets. They didn't take them apart. But I wasn't allowed to leave them as sets. I had to break them all back down and put them away. And, eventually you keep assembling it over and over again. It gets boring, especially, So I like, as an adult, I got sets just left up everywhere. But this is a cool piece here. I only needed 2. I don't think I'm ever going to need any more. But the seller wanted to charge, his standard shipping. So I said, okay, I'll just buy a bag from you. 8 of them were exactly the same price as buying 2. So why not? And this one, I think I only needed 2. It was the same price as buying the bag. However many are in here. I just said, fill the bag. Fill it. If you're charging that for shipping, just send it to me. Don't bother. And I think this one I only need 1 of these, but he had 2. And once again, so basically where this one's going to be used. And I think on my set, I'm going to leave this dark gray because, yeah, look at that. Because I'm going to do the turret. It's gray. And I think this will be gray. Yeah, and then a gray stripe down. Yeah. And blue and gray. Yeah, something like that. Anyways, whatever it is. I have it worked out in my head. We'll see how it goes. Some people like to mod these by putting these over the caps here. They look pretty good that way, but I'm just trying to leave it pure Lego, because that's the whole point. Sometimes, he's listed as Gungan Warrior, but yet the picture on the front of the box, which was instructions, shows him hanging off the barrel, aka Jar Jar Binks. I don't know. And the commander should not be outside getting run over by his own tank. That doesn't even make sense. I'm not being critical about Lego, but oh my goodness. The other thing about having these physical instructions in hand is it's always cool just to look at all the different sets that you used to make, for that year, for that particular release year. That's always so cool. All the minifigures. Super Battle Droid, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ocean Troopers, good stuff, man. Is it freezing up? Okay. Thank you, Laurie. I think so. Yeah, I get them to function. Well, my live stream is freezing up. I've assembled my set here. I'm basically just talking about a whole lot of nothing at this point because until I get the rest of my parts in for my CIS AAT, Not much I can really do. And we are over 1 hour. So, with that in mind, been really great having you all here. I'm going to go ahead and let this run for probably another minute or two, and then go ahead and shut her down. Really appreciate you guys coming by, Lori, Bali, everyone, KK, everyone who's been here tonight. Appreciate your input, your thoughts. It's been great, and this is what makes this community so much fun out here on YouTube. And I hope to try to continue with Saturday streams. Probably the best day with going back to work and stuff. So we'll see, and just keep growing the channel. It's a great community and great product that Lego makes. Until next time, you all stay safe, and well, thanks, man. Well, just gonna let this run and say goodnight to y'all. Yeah, take care, man. Take care. Y'all have a good one. All right, night, Laurie. Yeah, it can be probably pretty annoying when it's freezing up, like watching one of those old movies, Godzilla movie or something. As y'all take care of yourselves. Appreciate everyone dropping in. Good night. Take care. Ciao.